Still saying Exile? Well, hey there, it's just another video about PoE 2. And that's about Monk. Nothing new Monk actually, just simple crit, cold lightning damage. But I have a feeling I got a bit of clue in defenses here, so I know a lot builds on Monks, and almost all of them I don't like. I don't like the CI because you lose your HP, which is better to have HP on some point. Maybe I'll explain you why a bit after. The main one is stun lock. You're just getting too much stuns on this. And you don't need flasks. Like you're using Eternal Youth, which is clunky sometimes when you run out of flasks, and not really good. So what do we have here? The main idea of this is making an alive melee build. And nowadays, because of this part of the tree is dead, HP dead, armor dead, only this part of the tree is actually playing, like casters and monk, invoker. I tried Chile before, where I tried this build first. It was really defensive one, but not not a lot of damage. Like there was none of damage actually. Like you cannot maintain the number of values like you have on the paper here. So whatever, what we have now, again, the main idea is to have high evasion with dodge, with large numbers of these. So the main defensive layer here is not even the acro evasion or ES itself, it's this beautiful mod. Faster start of energy shield recharge. Oh, and you need a lot of that. More than 100, for example. What like does it gives you? When you get a hit through your misses, through your evasion, you get a damage, and because of the high evasion, with acro or without whatever, you're likely not gonna be like hit again. And while you're dodging the next one, you're already recharging or you have recharged energy shield, and that's a huge guys, really. Like you don't even supposed to have a lot of damage. I'll show you after why. Otherwise, it's just all the simple. You go crit, you go evasion, you go here, crit. Differences are again start, recharge rate. This not as big. You want these two, I believe always, because of the stun threshold. Also, you have like in health you have stun threshold. It's increased here. It's increased here. Oh, and that not you always want to take because it's a lot of evasion. In my case, it's 800. It's very much. We're getting here through Megalomaniac because of the start and extra damage through Against the Darkness, where we have the cap of Chaos Resistance with that ring and that belt. But this build can be crafted from the scratch, so you can craft all these things because, to be honest, like you don't need any relic, unique here, except of this for mapping and except this for endgame. But other you can like I skip Hova. I hate Hova. I hate Stalkers. I hate meta build press X to win and other stuff. I want to have like a play. That's why I run a bit of low damage. See? So you're getting the defenses, you're trading the crit damage, crit bonus, crit chance, and others, but it's still plenty of it. So the tree is Against the Darkness, Extra Cold, Megalomaniac. Wait, where is it? Megalomaniac of Quick Response is main one here because of this, and second one you can choose like up to you whatever you want. I choose melee strike range, melee damage because I using Ice Strike, the most convenient skill for just movement because it gives you, where is it? +7 to melee strike range. I have +9, so you're just a bit of dashing. It feels like a blink a bit. And I use always Crescendo because you can do third strike twice. So you have like 2 small mini blinks with huge damage in a row. So 2 of 4 strikes you like shot enemies, even the rare ones. I'll show you after. Quite a much, a bit. For 3, nothing special. This start. I use Mind over the Matter, by the way, because of this note. I really like this mechanic. It's very powerful. And I use this for crit chance, elemental damage. It's 70% here, but you can go to the Zealot's Oath and take 75 clean increased attack damage, and it's maybe even more damage than here, depends on what items maybe you run. So yeah, bot items from the head. So it's just pure energy shield, high evasion. High energy shield base. Another word about rare item oriented builds instead of like meta, unique, Hova, Temporalis, Astrumentis, 1000 Divines builds, which sucks because you don't have an items right away to use. Here you can take any like rare items from the floor. I started to make this build from early access, from the start of the game, and I just upgraded over time all the items, and that's it. So yeah, because of this, you need just pure high ES base with any mods you like, but maybe crit chance you can add, like instead of maximum life, for example, you can use crit chance, but you need high ES, you need res, and maybe one of the attributes because I also hate stackers. It's stupid. I don't use stack. As you can see, it's just minimum for 20 level of gem. Here intelligence is like just to run decent level of these, like 16, and that's it. You don't need even the intelligence. The only downside is the mana. You want like more than 1.1 thousand, but it's okay while you have this flask. Even with old flask I used this one, I had enough. Like it's always full mana, and on quarter staff you wanna have this mana per enemy killed. For mapping it resolves all your troubles, like, and that's it. Oh, next, high evasion rating and high energy shield, or just high evasion rating, like depends on how much you want energy shield, how much you want an evasion, what items you have. There's like any mods you need, like any of them. Here we use defensive layers pretty much, crit chance, a bit of resistances, and this one is main one is +3 to level. You stack with this +2 to level on glows. You can have, like, you want to have these 2 mods always. Other mods up to you. Yeah, and why unique oriented build is worse, you don't have these flat numbers high. And for this type of builds with high defenses, you need just high flat values on items. That's why you run rare ones. A bit of heart can be gaining in spirit here. You need at least 250, I guess. But you can drop these gems. And this is not mandatory. It just gives crit. But these 5, I believe, you need them all. What next? This I use just for mapping, this I use for bossing. There is a flat damage, evasion, rarity, mana, leech, so it helps a lot, but even without this, build is done. So you have all capped. Chaos I don't have capped because I'm dump, and you need to take the red one here for Chaos Res. I just need to change it over time if GGG would allow it. So yeah, even without the one ring, your build is full just because of this and this. Here you have damage evasion, just res, and you're good. And another one point, a bit hard to get, is high physical damage quarterstaff. Now it's ridiculously expensive because economy ruined, but I got this one before for like 35 divines, and it was like a lot for me on that point of the game. Yeah, but you can always craft, or you can use like with elemental damage, whatever. It doesn't matter how much damage you have until you don't die. You can just deal damage. So the main reason of this build is dealing damage, not just killing in one shot, but to be able to fight and deal damage always. In boots, just movement speed, high these values as high as possible. You just run, you just try to hit as high as possible these numbers everywhere. Maybe just even sacrificing the mods, but oh, this mod is very good though. I just use anti-stun with along with this, and it helps me not to freeze. Because of high evasion, I don't need the thawing one. Yeah. What next? Mana Flask all new is all know is OP, but you can use whatever. So on the items, pretty much that's it. It's just for mapping because it gives you chain effect. It's for bossing because it gives you evasion and more damage. Oh, I forgot about the gems. Sorry. So here's pretty much simple. Just charge, shock, magnitude here. Exposure here because you have lightning damage as well. Because of this extra damage, because of this extra damage. I don't run Unbound Avatar because it's just for 10 seconds, not always, and this one gives you very powerful shocked ground. When it's stacked with Tempest Bell of corresponding damage type, and with this corresponding damage type of Eye of Winter, it gives you a loop. 2 chilled grounds, loop of damage, and its numbers are crazy, like incredible. Ice Strike just attack speed, damage, extra damage, 2 big strikes, rage. Bell, as usual, just more damage, and 2 bells. Here is a shock mark, I winter to critical weakness and damage procs, meta skill energy gems, and here otherwise I use extra damage for shocking because you have lightning damage in it. With this you always crit on full life enemies, and this gives you a lot more damage off screen. Blind Maim, Calling Strike, Pin. These are just for life regen, mana, and precision. Grim Feast is OP, and this is for more crit chance.